Alright, welcome back to the channel. We're going to try something new this week. Hope you guys like it. It's a new video series that we're calling it If It Was My Car.
And the first one we're doing is our Saturn Ion Redline.
Oh, this has been a minute. LSJ Redline brings back memories. Home, sweet home. Seats are surprisingly comfortable. Man, I miss these seats, but also in a way too high. My ATS-V has Recaros. They don't feel as good as these. Clutch is there. Let's go. All right, I don't even know where's reverse. All right. If this was my car,
LSJ Redline.
the nice thing about the LSJ is it's like peak GM four-cylinder perfection.
It's okay, I guess.
Before they went LNF and DI and fancied everything up. This is just raw. Port injection.
Brings you back to the days of my LSJ on a blower.
Badassery.
Slow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll give it to it. The sounds are cool.
We all know I'm a blower boy. I wouldn't even play around with this blower. Wouldn't even play with it at all. I'd drive it home on the blower, that's it.
I would keep this baby blower for sure.
I don't care what Tim and Tyler are talking about. No, absolutely not.
Sorry, man. I know I'm Turbo Tim and all, but I would keep this thing blower. I've got plenty of turbo cars, and I've had plenty of turbo cars.
Obviously, since we're sticking supercharged,
Why would you stay on a blower? It's just, oh, it's unique. It makes cool sounds. Oh, yes.
I love blower sounds.
you gotta hear the blower.
Listen to that blower.
And guess what? You'll lose to a Mini Cooper with an intake. Whatever.
Tyler, that dude, he's so married to this M62. It ain't even across his mind to put a turbo on it because he's so scared. He's scared of going fast. We gotta go down the cooling mod route. He's gonna just optimize this M62 and be happy with it. We're gonna go dual pass, option B, ZZP stage 1 intercooler pump.
Every intercooling mod we sell, and I know this is an Ion, and and I'm gonna say stealth because we will have a stealth for this car in the near future.
Get that cooling all sorted, get the engine breathing a little better.
Yeah, you know, there's some people out there making good numbers on a blower, but they will be faster on that same setup with a turbo. Turbo is the answer. It's always the answer. When is it not the answer? When is it a better job to have a blower? People are like, oh, instant boost. It's a four-cylinder with a blower. It doesn't make instant boost. It makes its peak power at Redline, where generally a turbo will give you more torque. Yeah. Yeah, pretty peppy for what it is. Not bad.
I would imagine, the other guys are gonna. I would imagine they're gonna be more into turboing it with big front tires.
I know Bo is gonna go the turbo route, obviously. First things first, it's getting a turbo. Whether it's entry-level kit or full swap kit, I'm gonna guess full swap kit.
Full swap, right off the rip.
And the F40 swap.
This little F35 ain't gonna do nothing, so we're gonna need a F40.
Bo has the right idea with this thing. At least you need to put some sort of turbo on this thing.
If you're gonna turbo it, man, put a front mount on it. Put a front mount on it for sure. But I would not turbo it myself, even though there's a ton of potential.
With my blue car, this is another blue car, good color.
I went full track spec, full suspension and all that, and I know that's where Tim is going to jump to first.
Absolutely, the first thing I would do would be full suspension.
He's going to do coilovers, sway bars,
A rear sway bar, #1, and probably coilovers just for the adjustability.
And I'm also setting up like a monster truck for some reason right now. So coilovers, definitely. ZZP coilovers are a absolute must.
I'd be really torn on whether to do coilovers or our lowering springs, but I think due to the fact of how much I would drive this car, I'd try and keep the ride a little higher and a little more plush, and just do our lowering springs on KYBs.
I might try and stay on stock suspension for a while. Just get some freshness underneath this chassis. Go with the ZZP rear sway bar because every single Delta chassis needs that.
#1 mod for any Ecotec ever created on the planet. You know, at least in a Delta chassis car, 100% need a freaking rear sway bar in this thing.
Front rear sway bars. And that would be about the entirety of the suspension, along with the Brembo brake upgrade.
Give me the 14.5 kit with the big old rotors behind them.
So, on to blower mods. Cold air intake, obviously.
And first engine mod has got to be the cold air intake.
3-inch tube, nice and hollow, give just megaphone on that blower noise.
Does sound pretty neat, but it's slow.
Probably an LS4 throttle body too. I have mixed feelings on it. Makes throttle a little touchy, but you gotta like free up the flow of the inlet of that blower.
Shut up, Tim.
I'd go to say that this engine gets a set of valve springs.
Cams and valve springs are a must. Probably an ATI balancer too, so you could rev this thing out. Just doing those mods that I mentioned, you could rev this engine to like 8,000 RPM.
A timing set. Sneak some head studs in there one by one. Maybe a set of stage 2 turbo cams. And a 257 air-to-air.
Now, the other guys are probably going to say that I'm going to stick on the stock pulley. I've done the stock pulley. I've been there. I think a nice in-between would probably be starting after the cold air intake with our ZZP Stage 2 kit. Now I say that. That'll give me the PCM tune, some new plugs, a belt solution, and I'd go with the 3-1 pulley. I don't need anything smaller, but I want to hear the blower a little more.
Tyler, what are you talking about? Obviously though, the #1 mod is get rid of the LSJ and put an LNF in it. That's the #1 mod. LDK, Gen 3 block, rewire the entire car, make an LNF, you win. Then you got all the LNF mods and it's good. It's a good car at that point. It's a good car.
What's nice about going to the full swap kit right off the rip is you don't waste any money on cooling mods for the Supercharger that really aren't going to be used in the full swap kit. So you save all that money and budget right there and just throw, add a little more for the full swap.
Obviously, you gotta free up the flow of the exhaust. So, header, downpipe, cat back. I have mixed feelings on cat back size.
Maybe go for our ZZP 2.5 inch, obviously with the resonator and the muffler. Go with a shorty header, ZZP downpipe. Get it flowing a little bit better.
You're gonna need some fuel system, so I'll start in the back. We'll do an in-tank fuel pump.
I'm just liking the idea of simplicity. Don't have to worry about upgrading the fuel pump.
I'd keep it on pump gas just for ease and road tripping. If I had this car, I'd be going to Tail of the Dragon, so we would do pump gas for sure.
I'm gonna run E85, but E85's not available everywhere.
Boost reference, 1050s.
I'm gonna go 60s with our boost reference fuel system.
And that would wrap it up for the fuel system.
I think you could really sum my build of what I have envisioned for this car. I think you can sum it up as OEM plus.
Get rid of these stock 17 wheels.
Just some little things to make it that much better, that much more enjoyable to drive. A little more power. We're not ripping the tires loose. We don't need to.
We can get much more power out of this.
It's gonna make a lot of power. It's gonna slap you in the face in third gear if you pull up on this little Ion.
Just something that I can drive around and not have to worry about.
Which is good for him.
Yeah, no.
I don't know how he does it, but you know, it works for him. Works for him.
Put it on enough, anything you're fine. But if you can't do that, you gotta work with this. At least make this thing a turbo. Entry level stage 3, ZZP heat exchanger, dual pass with option B, so full cooling mods on this thing. With remote tuning via HP Tuner, because that is really the only way HP tune these cars.
I do love this car. The quad cab is amazing. If you have kids, you just like open up the thing and the whole side of the car opens up. In my opinion, the Ion body style is better looking than the Cobalt.
Whoa, what the hell?
You know, I don't know, man. I probably shouldn't sit in this thing very long because I'm gonna go buy one.
God, everyone is moving so slow today. What the f?
That was so sick. This car is awesome.
So there you have it. We got Tyler's build. He's gonna go with a full optimization of the Supercharger. He's gonna focus on reliability, drivability, pretty much stock suspension, just a little more power, and focus on daily driver stuff. So what do you guys think? How would you mod this Ion? Are you gonna go with Tyler's path, or do you think Bo's got the recipe for success? I mean, full turbo swap, lowering springs, pump gas, making like 450 wheel, drive it all over the country? Or maybe Tim's got the right idea. He's literally on Facebook Marketplace right now looking for an Ion after driving this thing. He even looks like he's 10 years younger now. I mean, look at him. It's all about handling for him. He's gonna add a little bit of power. It's full on focus on suspension with this guy right here. Or would you go with Ryan's build? I mean, full LNF conversion?
The only way to go.
I don't know how much sense that makes, but I guess if he had to drive this car, if he was forced to take the keys to this car, he would do an entry-level turbo kit at the bare minimum and ditch that Supercharger.
Hey Ryan, do you even know how to drive with an F-35?
Listen here, I don't drive broke okay, all right? That's number one. Number two, you said a Cobalt looks worse than an Ion? I will fight you. I will fight you in front of all these people.
I've always thought the Ion looks better on the outside.
Ew!
Same.
What is wrong with you?
Always. It's more aggressive.
That
You're
is
Mr. Aggressive.
Oh my God, that is why you guys are not qualified to build this car. Because number one, you like keep the blower on the car. You guys want to go slow.
Okay,
That's
but how many Ions have you had?
Listen, I don't want to own bad cars. All right.
True. Oh, he's scared of all that throttle response.
Oh, listen, you're supposed to be on my side, Mr. Turbo Guy. I'm all down putting LNF in this. That's all I gotta say.
This car is lighter.
By like 20 pounds.
It is lighter.
Ounces make pounds.
Oh my God.
You can cave in the fender with your knee, and it doesn't even care. Speaking of
Look at that.
Yeah. You don't see, those are RPMs you don't even know about.
I can rev the AK in my LNF. I know what you're talking about, Timbo.
Hit that AC.
Yeah, the AC, it's getting a little spicy in here.
Sweltering in here.
It's 4 dudes driving in a crappy Ion. What do you expect?
This is a beautiful piece of machinery.
Listen.
And it deserves to have the blower still on.
Listen, blowers are trash buckets. Bo has the right idea. SU57, or you get with my idea, Z57.
Nope. Revs.
Yeah, you can rev. Bo, we don't care about that slow stuff, right? We want to go quick. We want to be efficient. We want to make, you guys want to have 18 pounds and be at like 250 horsepower?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I'll take 18
Hey, man,
pounds.
it is way more fun to drive a slow car fast.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, there's a point where
Fight
too
me.
slow. We're too
Fight
slow. I want to fight you for saying an Ion looks better than Cobalt
Keep
already.
it up, I'm gonna grab that
Listen.
steering wheel.
Do it. We'll all go down. We'll all do it. Oh, we're gonna freaking do Dixie, boys. we're here we go.
The good news is the rear end does not step out, especially with Tim and I back here.
Yeah. Oh, this guy better
Biggest
freaking.
dudes in the back.
This guy
shit-
better-
But you know what? We can't do this in a Cobalt.
Yeah, four-door Cobalts exist.
I didn't realize this was a passing zone.
It is now. All right, we're going left or right? Which way we going?
Left.
Left.
We'll get to speed eventually.
Dude, you gotta rev this thing out, man. Exactly.
We're going for it. We gotta be slow with this blower. Oh my God!
Hammer it. That smile. That smile.
No, I'm smiling because we're acting like jackasses right now. Oh my God!
This thing needs a rear swipe.
We all said it needs a rear swipe on, and it absolutely does.
Hands down.
Oh my God!
This thing
It's
thing drives like it's got Firehawks.
Oh my God! Does it? Don't say it does, man. Oh my God!
You sure shifted her?
I did. Just like I was. Oh my God!
But see, this is so good. That's what you do with it.
There is a fun part to being slow on the blower. But my thing is, you know, we all had 100% more fun with a little Z54 or Z57 action on this with some big brakes in the front. We could have stopped. We could have turned. We could have in the corner way faster. It'd been great. We need better tires and better wheels though. That's for
Oh, absolutely. No matter what.
Guys, as you see, we like to have fun with it. It's all sorts of difference of opinions, but all in all, these chassis is really fun to drive. You have a good time with them. So, you got the blower boys over here, the slow boys, and then you had the fast boys over here. You know, Bo's trying to jump team all of a sudden. I don't know what's up with that. So, remember, L&L swap all your ions, and you guys go fast, not broke.
And let us know what you do with the car.
Of course, you got Ryan D,
Tyler V.
OC. Turbo Tim.
and we all out of here. Later.
Peace.